Greetings gamers! The best place to get Synthonium is the command center in Heap, the best place to get the wands is the Donkey Kong fight in Telos, and the best place to get the old one artifacts is Ursai Village. If that's all you're here for, have a wonderful rest of your day, but if you want to learn a little more on the details and the best farming strategies, I'll be walking you through how to get all of the best gear in Lemuria. So, let's dive right in. First up is the new Supreme Wands. There's 3 different variants of the Supreme Wands. One of them provides Pierce, which you can see here, one of them provides Damage, and one of them provides Critical, and they all have different names so you can identify them. I prefer the Pierce one because with how much enemies shield in this new world, Pierce is very, very important to have. Now, there's 2 main ways you can obtain the Supreme Wands. Because these wands are sellable in the bazaar, you can use a server like Gamma's Trading Post and just buy them off someone with powers. Another way you can get it is by farming the boss Donkey Kong. In order to access Donkey Kong, you're going to want to talk to Tarzan in the Wildlands area. She'll have a quest for you, and that quest line will take you throughout the world. You'll do 4 different bosses scattered throughout Lemuria, with the final boss being Donkey Kong himself, who can be fought in Telos. None of these 4 bosses have any cheats, and they're all fairly easy. Donkey Kong shields a lot and uses weaknesses a lot, which can be somewhat annoying. If anyone knows any better places to farm for the Supreme Wands, please let me know in the comments below. For the new crafting recipes for Lemuria, which can be bought from Perry the Platypus in Sky City, you're going to need a malevolent item which can be farmed from the final boss. I'd highly recommend Ferric's 6-turn strategy guide for a basic strategy of what you're going to want to do there. 60 perfect gems for whatever your skull is, those are very easy to obtain, and the 6-pip Shadow Spell TC, which we've been dealing with for many updates now. But you're also going to need 2 new reagents, Synthonium and Old One artifacts. The first one we're going to talk about are Old One artifacts. So, in each area of Lemuria, 1 Old One artifact will spawn per zone. So, taking Ursai Village as an example, and Ursai Village is probably the best place to farm for Old One artifacts because it's the smallest area and thus the spawn locations are clumped together. You can see that this is the one location where an artifact has spawned. So if I wanted to get another one, I would have to realm hop. Additionally, if you look at all the spawn locations in Ursai Village and don't find one, it means that someone has probably already hit it. There is only 1 Old One artifact that will spawn per zone. I would recommend just hopping between perfect realms and grabbing all the Old One artifacts you can. Since there's only 1 per zone, you can have Netflix or something open in another tab and just wait until the timer resets. It goes by pretty quickly, although it is a bit of a painful farm. All of the spawn locations are roughly here, 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 here underneath this little leaf. That one is sometimes hard to spot. Here, here, and here. I may have missed some, but once you've run around this area enough time, you'll probably have those memorized. I think we can also spawn here too. Yeah, there's a reagent spawn location there. It's not as bad as it sounds. I've gotten about 110 just by doing this strategy, and especially once double reagents come around, I can imagine this being very easy. The next reagent we're going to talk about is Synthonium. Now, Synthonium is by far the most annoying reagent kit in the world. It can drop from rank 19 mobs, but it does drop abundantly, and when I say abundantly, I mean when I was farming for it, I was getting about 1 or 2 per run. I'd say probably an average of 1, but still, that's way better than anything else in Lemuria. The dungeon you're going to want to go to is the command center here with the Power Dragonian boss fight, which you can access from talking to the Putty NPC, who I believe disappears after the side quest, but you can just find him with Quest Finder easily. Now, this dungeon contains 2 mob fights at the start. These mobs like to spam shields a lot, and they love to spam weaknesses, so they can be very annoying, but if you could just get like 2 wizards together, you can blow through this pretty easily, and these fights drop Synthonium very frequently. Now, this is my plea to you. At the end of this dungeon, there is a boss called the Power Draconian, which I will make a video later ranting about because it's bad game design, that is incredibly difficult. Not the fun kind of difficult, the stupid RNG kind of difficult. So, please, if you are using this dungeon to farm for Synthonium, do not use Team Up. Leave team up to the poor souls who are trying to complete the Power Draconian side quest. Just get some of your boys together, do these first 2 mob fights, and keep resetting over and over. I got my 23 Synthonium plus some more on my ice just by dual boxing. It was very easy. You don't need a full team for these 2 mob fights. Don't overwhelm the team up for the sake of Synthonium. Don't make this another situation like what happened in Catacombs, where we had that beautiful alchemical extract farm that the KI nerfed. People were leaving after the first fight. Anyways, once you've collected all of those and gotten your malevolent items from the final boss, you can, of course, craft the new weapons. It's worth noting that you can get an equal in power dropped version called the Merciless set from the final boss, but they are pretty infrequent drops, and you're also not guaranteed to get your own skull. With how easy it is to get Synthonium and Old One artifacts, I would definitely recommend just crafting it. King's Isle, if you're listening to this, please don't nerf the Synthonium drop rates. It's in a very good position right now. I had to spend a lot of hours grinding for it, and so I think it's justified. Don't make this as grindy as Catacombs was. Anyway, I hope you found this guide helpful, and I'll probably be making more Lemuria videos soon if I have the motivation. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful rest of your day.